that the Samaritan woman is a Cookite or a heathen. I don't believe it. I believe she's an Israelite. Because you say so much bullshit on the video, you look back like, I done fucked up. I'm being honest, I done fucked up. And it's like,
I look back at my shit too, and I'm like, damn, I said that?
And I don't believe
he was with me at one point, like, damn, I said that shit?
I don't believe that the Samaritan woman is a Cookite or a heathen. I don't believe it. I believe she's an Israelite.
We do
too. No, because, and grab 2 Chronicles 30.
I look back at my shit too, and I'm like, damn, I said that?
And I don't believe
he was with me at one point, like, damn, I said that shit?
I don't believe that the Samaritan woman is a Cookite or a heathen. I don't believe it. I believe she's an Israelite.
We do too.
No, because
No. No. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Waka, Kodash, Yahweh, which is the one and true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one and true name is Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, meaning coming in the name, Ba means coming in, Ha means the, Shah means name, Raka meaning spirit, Kodash meaning holy. Double honors to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the elders and the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, who will well and teach well, because those are the men who have learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers that are scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. And shalom to you sincere sisters that's listening in silence, as the scriptures command you to do so. I am the brother Mashiach Razakah, and pretty much in this lesson, we're going to go into the Samaritan woman at the well. Because you have individuals out there, they're teaching that the Samaritan woman was an Israelite, which that is totally incorrect. Okay, so we're going to go to John chapter 4, and we're going to break this down to the spirit. The Samaritan woman at the well, she was a heathen. She was not an Israelite. Now, that individual, he made a statement saying that he believes that the Samaritan woman was an Israelite. She wasn't a heathen. So we're going to prove in this lesson for edification purposes, because that can cause a lot of confusion within the ministry. You know, the scriptures tells us in Romans 16:17 to mark them which cause division. So I'm not exploiting that individual, you know, but it has to be corrected, because that can cause confusion within the ministry. Okay. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is John 4:1. It says, when therefore the Lord knew how the Pharisees had heard that Yahushua made and baptized more disciples than John. Verse 2. And it says, though Yahushua himself baptized not, but his disciples. Verse 3. And it says, he left Judea and departed again into Galilee. Verse 4. And it says, and he must needs go through Samaria. Right? It says, and he must needs go through Samaria. Verse 5. And it says, then cometh he to a city of Samaria. Right? It says, which is called Sychar, near the paracle of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. So Samaria is in the land of Israel. Okay, the Israelites are the ones that dwell in Samaria. Okay. Verse 6. And it says, now Jacob's well was there. Yahushua therefore being word with his journey, set thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. Verse 7. It says, there cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. It says, Yahushua saith unto her, give me to drink. Okay, so this woman was a heathen, basically. All right, she wasn't an Israelite. At that point, you had Israel and you had the heathen nations dwelling in Samaria, all together, mixed, okay, in that time. So that individual there, he must not understand that you had You had Israel there, and you had heathen nations dwelling in Samaria altogether in that time. Okay? Verse 8. And it says, for his disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat. Verse 9. And it says, then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, right, being a Jew, askest drink of me? It says, which am a woman of Samaria, for the Jews have no dwellings with the Samaritans. Read that again. It says, then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria, for the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans? So if she was an Israelite, why would she say that to the Messiah? Okay? Why would she say that to the Messiah? So what she said right here basically lets you know that this woman, the Samaritan woman, wasn't an Israelite. Because if she was an Israelite, she wouldn't have said that to the Messiah. She wouldn't have said that to him. Okay? She wouldn't have said that. All right? The Jews had no dealings with the Samaritans. All right? The Samaritans was basically heathens. Okay? Heathen nations who weren't Israelites. All right? And this is the reason she asked the Messiah this question. Because she was a heathen. She was not an Israelite. If she was an Israelite, she wouldn't have told the Messiah in verse 9, she wouldn't have said, being a Jew, asked to drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria, for the Jews have no dwellings with the Samaritans. She wouldn't have told the Messiah that. So clearly, that individual that made that statement, you believe she's an Israelite, you're fucking going off. Because that statement right there in verse 9 is letting you know that she's not an Israelite. Because if she was an Israelite, she wouldn't have said that to the Messiah, man. Okay, she wouldn't have said that to him. Verse 10, it says, Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knowest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink. It says, thou wouldest have asked of him. It says, and he would have given thee living water. Verse 11, it says, the woman saith unto him, sir, thou hast not to draw with. It says, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water? Right? Verse 12. And it says, art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well and drank thereof himself and his children and his cattle? All right. The heathens, they were brought over into the land. They went, they weren't keeping any laws. Okay. So the heathens, they were brought over into the land. They weren't keeping any laws. All right. They weren't keeping any laws. They were heathen nations. They were in the city of Samaria as well. So you had the Israelites, you had Israel dwelling in the land of Samaria, which is in Israel, and you had the heathen nations dwelling in Samaria. So you had Israelites dwelling in Samaria, and you had the heathen nations dwelling in the Samaritans. And the Samaritan woman, she was a heathen. She wasn't an Israelite. Verse 13, it says, Yahushua answered and said unto her, whosoever drink of this water shall thirst again. Verse 14, it says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up unto everlasting life, which is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's what's that springing of water up into everlasting life. That's the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, verse 15, it says, the woman said to him, sir, give me this water that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. Verse 16, it says, Yahushua said to her, go call thy high husband and come hither. Verse 17, and it says, the woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, thou hast well said, I have no husband. Verse 18, and it says, for thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast it not thy husband, and that saidest thou truly. Verse 19, the woman said unto him, sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Verse 20, our fathers worship in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Right? Verse 21. And it says, Yahushua said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Right? Verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what, we know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. So that solves it right there, okay? Because this woman don't know what she worshiped. That's how we know that she's a heathen. She don't know what she worships. All right. Yes, the heathens, they know of Yahweh Bashim Ashai, right? They know of the mighty work of the Lord, right? What the Lord did, what he brought upon our people out of Egypt, right? You know, bringing our people out of Egypt, right? What the Lord did, he brought the people out of, brought the Israelites out of Egypt. All right. So yes, the heathens know of Yahweh Bashim Ashai, right? They know the mighty work of the Lord, right? What he did, you know, bringing our people out of Egypt. But the heathen don't know of Yahweh Bashim Ashai like we do, like Israel do. All right. So they know of the work of the Lord, but they don't know the Lord Yahweh Bashim Ashai like Israel do. Okay, they don't know the Lord like we know the Lord. Okay, and let me get out Amos. I got a precept. So to that individual there, you know, he's saying he believes that the Samaritan woman was a Israelite. You're going off, because why would she tell Yahushua in verse 9, right? Why would she tell him that? The Jews don't have no dwellings with no dealings with the Samaritans. She wouldn't have said that to the Messiah, man. All right, Acts 3:1. It says Amos 3:1. It says, hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. All right, so what was the Lord talking about? What was he talking about? Let's find out. Got a precept out. This is Psalms 119, right? And we're gonna read, we're gonna start at verse 19. Psalms 119 and verse 19. Salakia. This is Salakia. Psalms 147. Salakia. I'm tripping. Psalms 147 and verse 19. Salakia. This Psalms 147 and verse 19. All right. And it says, he showeth his word unto Jacob. You see, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So that's what the Lord is talking about. He's dealing with the Israelites. He's not dealing with heathen nations, man. And the Samaritan woman, she was a heathen, right? She was a heathen. And this is Psalms 147 and 20, right? And it says, he have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So us knowing Yahweh Bashim Ashai in that manner, it's us getting getting the commandments and the statutes of Yahweh Bashim Ashai, right? Us knowing the Lord. We're keeping the laws and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Ashai, right? So when Yahushua, he told this woman this, right? That's what Yahushua was making reference to, right? Ye know not what you worship, right? You know not what, you know what we worship, right? That's what he was telling her. He was telling her that because the Lord, we know the Lord because we keep his commandments, we keep his statutes, right? So, you know, us knowing Yahweh Bashim Ashai in that manner, it's us getting the laws and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Ashai, keeping the laws. That's us, right? A heathen ain't going to do that, right? A heathen's not going to do that, right? So just getting back to that, John 4, and I want to get that verse 22 out again, right? So when you go to John 4:22, ye worship, ye know not what, we know we worship, for salvation of the Jews. And that's what Yahushua was making a reference to when he told the Samaritan woman that ye know not what you worship, right? Because she wasn't an Israelite. She wasn't an Israelite, right? It says, ye worship, ye know not what, we know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Because we know Yahweh Bashim Yashai, all right? The Israelites, we know Yahweh Bashim Yashai. That's why Yahushua said that onto the Samaritan woman. And that's why the Samaritan woman said that to the Messiah in verse 9, where she said, Verse 9, then saith the woman of Samaritan unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest to drink of me, which am a Samaritan, of a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Because she was a heathen. That's why she asked the Messiah that. Because if she wasn't a fucking heathen, she was an Israelite, she wouldn't have asked the Messiah that. And the Messiah wouldn't have told her when you read down in the scriptures, ye know not what ye worship. Because she would have known who to worship. She would have known to worship Yahweh Bashim Yahshai if she was an Israelite. She wasn't an Israelite, though. She was not an Israelite. So, hey, I had to do a rebuke on this dude. He's going off. All right. He's teaching his own doctrine. And this is why we got to consistently pray and ask the Lord to keep us in the right spirit. But this individual is going off. Okay.
Was with me at one point. I was like, damn, I said that shit.
I don't believe that the Samaritan woman is a Cuthite or a heathen. I don't believe it. I believe she's an Israelite.
We do too.
No, because
you're going off. The Samaritan woman was not an Israelite. She was a fucking heathen. We proved that in the scriptures. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. On to the next one. Shalom.